this is Sonia with Archie Solutions, and I want to show you how I made some of these quick and easy little recycled envelopes or in pockets, and I guess you could call these little envelopes too, little clear packaging envelopes. And it comes from packaging, Temu Packaging that I'd gotten. I'd ordered a few things and I kept the packaging from it. And I just took it, some stamps, some alcohol ink, stencils, just little different things, and came up with this. And it has kind of like a steampunkish kind of look to it, vintage steampunkish look. So let me show you this first. And this right here was from the actual Temu wrapping. It was orange on one side, and then of course this black was on the inside of the Temu plastic bag. So that's literally what this is the plastic bag of the Temu wrap. And basically all I did was just took some papers and collaged it on here, stitched on different little pieces on both sides. And for the inside, I took an old book page, not old book, well it came from a magazine actually, a music book, and I stitched it to the inside, or I glued it to the inside of the Temu packaging, and then just added a little bit of this white with blue spray, alcohol spray on it, and stitched it on here. And I'll show you the process. And then I just fussy cut out some images, stamped some images and fussy cut them out so we could get this. It's like a little lady with a 1912 fashion plate. And then this opens up like so, and you have a little bit of journaling space, and has a little Velcro here. And then I did the same thing here. I just did some collaging and stitching, and then I just added the sticker and the word vintage, and you know, did some collaging and created this colorful display. And then you've got your pocket right here. So that's the first thing. And then both of these were just simply just the packages that some of the stuff came in. That and I left it pretty much bare. But I created this. I just stamped on some images and created some patterns and things. And then you can just add stuff inside of there. My goal was probably, I'm just going to add this portion right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. But this part going across here, I want to add it into the journal. And then this will just swivel back and forth, and you can just put in and take out ephemera and stuff like that. And I just added the word peace and sentimental. Those are for my Life Words digital kits. And then on this one, it's pretty much the same way. I got the word love in bold, and then I used some old book pages and stamped, and used some watercolors on both sides of these. I love those boots. And just added some washi tape on the bottom of these, and the washi tape came from Temu. So let me go ahead and just show you how I made these. So let's see what we can make with these scraps. I just grabbed a bag, and I got a whole bunch of bags with just scraps of whatever. So let's just pull out whatever, and we're just going to make something. I'm going to set a 20-minute time frame. Well, it might be longer than that. I'm just going to make something. Look what I pull out. So we've got some leftover white paper cardstock. It feels like it's 110-pound cardstock. This looks like it's part of a vintage book. Yeah, piano book. Let's see. We've got a book page we can use. Let's see, we've got some graphic 45 scraps. Cool. We'll go with this style. We'll just take an image off of here, and we'll just run with it. We'll see. I'm just taking bits and pieces from different things. Here's some Here's a glassine bag. I might just do something with that. And then we have some, I really like these that my Temu came in. We'll do something with these containers and with this bag. So we're going to make like some pockets and some envelopes. I think that's what we'll do with this, including that. And maybe here's a piece of a Staples, not a Staples bag, but Amazon package. Let's see what we can do with some of these. We can use some stamps. Yeah. Here's a piece of black cardstock. I might need that. I did say I wanted to use some of these images. I may just cut. I do like that too. We'll see. Because we'll need a focal point. But before we get a focal point, we're just going to, I'm going to set this to the side. We need our containers, the bulk of our containers. So I know I want to use these plastic pieces. I don't want to mess them up because they do open up like that. So I can take off the sticker. Or better yet, I could just cover up the stickers with an image. Yeah, because if I try to take that off, this is what we're dealing with. Let me back up just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And so yeah, we'll have to cover these up with something. This opens up like that. So yeah, we're going to be covering up these images. And I like the vellum. Definitely want to use this Temu bag some kind of a way. I think I want to use the black side though of this Temu bag. I'm definitely going to have to stitch this together with it being plastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to cut this rough part off and try to get like a squared off shape. Okay, and it's not going to be perfect, but that's fine. So I'll probably put these two together like so. And I'll probably cover that part up with something. Yeah, I think I'm going to cover it with this on the end. That way, that bright orange isn't like too bright. And move these out of the way. And I will glue some, if it'll stay on there, I'm going to glue this. And then I'm just going to stitch it together. I meant to glue it on this side so that this would show, but that's fine. That's fine. So we're just going to cut this out, and then I'm going to stitch this on. That way they'll be connected as one unit. But before I do that, I think I'm going to add some more stuff on here. Whichever side I decide I want as a front and back, I have to figure it out. Slide that over. So I'm going to collage some stuff on here. Do like this. And that. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and add some of this on there. Some of this. Some of that. Some of this. And I'm gonna distress some of this too before I stitch it on and glue it on and stuff. So I'm going to ink this up using some of this StazOn Timber Brown. And then I'm going to glue them on together and then stitch them. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here this is, and I did some stitching on it, some single stitch, single and messy stitches. Kind of collage these two together, and then they're going to become a pockets because I'm going to put them together like so. So let me just go ahead and do just that. Trying to think of which one. Yeah. So I'm going to glue these around. Let me see something. I guess I'll let this be the front. And I'm going to see if I can cut like a little hole. I'm going to try to center this as best I can. Hopefully that'll cut. I'll just have to, I might do like this. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and finish cutting around like that. I'm going to keep this little piece because I can use it with something else. And I do need to distress going around the edges of this with my little StazOn. I don't know if it'll stay though because it's plastic, so, but I can try. It might work, it might not work, I don't know. I'm just gonna see. Because I'm forever distressing my edges, so I just wanna give it a chance, just give it a shot just to see if it'll work. Either way. Probably won't make much of a difference, but we're gonna try. And then I'm just gonna glue these together and go ahead and stitch them. Or before I stitch them together, I may add a pocket to it or something on top of it. I don't want to take away from too much of the look. I know these are going to go like this, but I may put like a little side pocket or like a flip. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to add like something that's going to flip out and come over, like a flower or something. These are too small. Let's look at our stash. This little Tim Holtz thing will look good being flipped over. Yeah, that right there, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna let this flip out. And I'll put something right there. Yeah, I might just glue this one there. And then glue this over top of that. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. And then I'll cut it if I need to. I'll just, yeah. Let's add some paste. I got this UHU stick. I ordered it from Amazon because I'd seen someone use it with their fabric, and so I decided to give it a try. I'm happy with it so far. So far it does work pretty good, even on fabric. So let's go ahead and put this one here. And I'm also gonna, let me see. Just go ahead and add some glue in here too. And then we're just going to put this sewing pattern on here just to kind of give it some texture or a look, you know. Okay. Then we're just going to cut the excess off. Let's add some StazOn. Let's add some to this. Yeah. I'm just going to glue this on, and I might stitch it as well. I probably will stitch it. At least that way I know it'll stay on. And this will come over like that. I think I'll put this, do I want this like this? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna glue this on. I love how you can just repurpose trash and just turn it into something pretty awesome. And I'm going to stitch this on. Okay, so here we go. We have this little flap, and then I seem to look, I've lost my other piece. Okay, so yeah, this is going to go over this, but I think I do need something to kind of cover that up because that's kind of not so pretty. And then maybe I need something coming along in here, or maybe even out through here that's a contrasting color. I think I'm going to cut her out and place her over top of that. Let's see how that's going to look. 1912 fashion plate. I like that. $19.12 fashion plate. I like that. Yes. I'm just going to glue this on, but first let me distress it. And then I'm going to make this stronger, and I'm going to glue this on here and cut it out. Okay, so I cut that out, And I think I want to highlight it a little bit. Just going to take a marker and just kind of highlight her eyes and stuff like that. Let me back up just a tad bit so you can see. Yeah, like where her eyes are. Just going to kind of make it a little bit more pronounced. And so I think what I'm going to do, let me just go ahead and finish backing up a little bit. I'm going to stamp some images of feathers. And I'm going to place this image like right here, you know, from where I cut it out at. But I'm going to put some feathers behind her head and maybe like down in here. So I'm going to just take this paper right here, and I'm just going to take some of this blue alcohol spray from Bakers and Crafters, and I'm just going to get just that blue color, and I'm going to stamp. I have these rubber clean stamps from Stampendous. I got these off of eBay. I got like a group of stamps, different brands. And I really like this one. I haven't used it yet. And I like that, I like the feather. And I also like this rose, so I think I might stamp with that as well. And maybe use some watercolors on that rose after I finish stamping with it. Or maybe I should use watercolors first with the rose. I think I'm going to put a little bit of pink where the rose is going to be at. So let me get my water brush, my water and my brush, and I'm going to use this color pink right here. I don't know what it's called. I don't have a palette or a, what do you call this? I don't know what the name of it's called, but we're just going to use some. I'm just going to spread it. And I think I'm going to dip it in another shade of pink, the one that's like next to it. Probably should have did light and then dark, but that's fine, it'll still work. It's just to give it some different hues. And I might even just put a little bit of green in there somewhere. I think that'll work. So I'm going to dry this off and then we're going to stamp. Okay, and then I'm just going to use this Ranger Archival ink, jet black. And I think I'll use this small ink block, stamp block, or whatever you call it. Let's see how this does. I'm going to put this in the blue. I like that. That turned out pretty good. I'm going do 2 of them. I might, no, let me do 3. I'm going to be fussy cutting these out. Okay, yeah, that turned out pretty good. And then I'm going to try the same with the rose. That turned out pretty good. And then I'm going to use this little small feather. We'll see how that does. I think I'm going to try to get it in the pink. That turned out good. And that turned out pretty good. So we're going to fussy cut all these out. Okay, so I fussy cut these out and distressed them. And I need them to be stronger, so I'm going to add them to this black. I'm going to glue them to the black paper and recut them out again. And this will just make it sturdy. I want to make sure that they're strong so that when I put them behind here, behind the image, it's not going to tear or anything. I like for my images to be really strong and sturdy. So yeah, I'm just going to glue these on and to some black cardstock, and then I'm just cut them back out. Okay, so now we've got these cut out and backed up on some black cardstock. So they're pretty thick, and so I want to figure out a way to put this on here. So definitely this blue behind her. And now I need some type of closure right here or something. But I like how that came out so far. And we got our pocket. Yeah, so let's just set that to the side and we'll revisit that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and do something with these. And I'm just going to keep these fairly simple actually. I like the old book page look. And let's see, where's the other one at? Yeah, we'll do the old book page. We'll do it, and we'll still have to kind of cover up. We'll still need something in here too, so that it shows on both sides. So what I'm just going to do is, I want to take this, and I'm just going to stamp all over it with black ink. Well, I may use black and brown, we'll see. And I may use a stencil and some sprays. We'll just see. I'm going to spray some alcohol spray, just some blue, and I'm spraying it really lightly. And I'm just going to create just various patterns. I'm using different stencils, and I really love these butterfly stencils. I love these butterfly stencils. And then I'm just going to take another piece of paper and kind of pick up that leftover ink because I don't want to waste it. Just going to put a piece of paper over top of it and just kind of soak up the ink. And this is also going to soak up that image. That's very pretty right there. And I'm just going to put this leftover ink and let it pick up from this side actually. And then I'm just going to stamp some images. Got various little stamps on here. I want to have somewhat like a, I don't know if I want a bee kind of look, or I want like a vintage kind of look. I like this. It's like a vintage Stampers Anonymous kind of stamp. And I'm going to use it along with some other stamps. think I might use this Lost and Found, My Mind's Eye. I'm going to use some of this Color Box pigment ink because I want it to be pronounced. And this was BoBunny floral stamp. And now I'm going to use this script stamp, and I think I'm just use black with it. I think I like that, so I'm going to cut a piece of this out, 2 pieces of this out, and we're going to cover up these envelopes. And they measure, let's see, this sticker measures approximately 4 1/4 by 3. 3 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut 2 of them out. Okay, so I cut these 2 out, but I feel like they need something else on them, even though these are the focal points. But I'm going to put just a little something down in here and maybe something down in here. Okay, I think I'm going to use butterflies on both of them. Let's see. Or I could use a dragonfly on one and then a butterfly on the other. Or a flower on the other. I'll use a flower on this one. And then I'm going to use a butterfly on this one, yeah. And I think I'll use red with both of them. Oh, I didn't even realize that you could see through this, but that's cool. I think I'm gonna put this right here. But yeah, I love how you can see on both sides. It bleeds through. I like that. And then I need some type of a brown or beige background. So I'll probably get a piece of, probably a book page or some, well, I'm using scraps, so I have to use what I have here, so. Okay, so I stitched around the edges of both of them. So now we're just going to add them to the envelope. Keep it pretty simple, but still just a cute little way to repurpose stuff. Make sure I turn it the right way. And I want to put the inside in first. So, hope I don't mess it up. So I'm going to add some glue. Let's see here. I'm going to add a combination of paste and glue. I don't know how well this stuff works on plastic, but we're going to see. But I need it to be flat, so I'm going to use some of this paste, and then I'm also going to use the glue, this art glitter glue on the edges, just to make sure that the edges stay And then we're gonna let's see, this is the front. Make sure that I put it on, or put it in there correctly. This is the front. This one goes here, actually. And the other one is for the inside. I'll probably add it into the journal right here, and then it'll just flip out and you can just open it up and get you some stuff out. That's probably what I'll do, I think. But yeah, that's one of the Temu bags, and so far it matches this right here, so that's pretty cute. I'm thinking about making a what do you call it, a steampunk journal, so we'll see, because I'm feeling steampunk right about now. And then this one, I think I said I was just gonna put some washi tape on it. Yeah, this is gonna serve as the same type purpose. Let's get some washi tape out. And since it came from Temu, why not just use some Temu washi tape? So I need one that is, let's see here. Well, and I still like that barcode, even though you can see the barcode through it. That's fine because it kind of actually gives it character. And so when I go to close it, you can still, it helps keep it sealed. So I kind of like that look. And I may even add like a little piece of washi tape on this right here. I don't know, we'll see. And then we need something right here. That should be an easy fix. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use book pages and maybe something else on it. So I went on ahead and tore some pieces up, and I'm going to distress it, both of them. And I'm going to distress both sides, even though it's going to get glued on, because this piece of paper is a little bit bigger than this one, and it's going to still show when I put the two together, or when I put one on one side and one on the other side. So I want it to still show distressed on both sides, as though it's one unit. And then I'll probably just stamp something on it. I think that'll be the easiest thing. Just stamp something in black. Keep it really simple. Really easy fix. And I think I will use, let me put this washi tape up. Let's see, what do I want? So I've already got the lady, and I've already got this. So it's kind of a, I may stamp in blue, or I may even use watercolor on this. I like these boots, so I'm going to use this stamp. I think it's really cute. I got this off of Etsy a few years ago. Now I've got to find my ink stamp pad. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. I like that. It's got a springy kind of look to it. I like that. And then let's see. I'll wipe that off. And I like these little flowers here. So, yeah, I think I'll use that. Okay. And then I'm going to take some watercolors to those, just to kind of bring them out a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take some watercolor brushes that I got off of Amazon, and I'm going to use some on here. And I'm just going to dribble some water down. Just kind of let the water go ahead and squeeze a little bit out. And then I'm going to pick up blue. It's a pretty color blue. book pages. I want it to stick. I mean, I want it to endure. Without tearing up. I'm just going to let that dry. And then after it dries, I'm going to glue it to the envelope. Okay, so these are pretty much dry. It only took like a few minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. This is going to be the front. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it on, or paste it on, using this UHU stick. And then this, I'm going to apply it the same way I did the other things. I'm going to also add some regular wet glue, art glitter glue around the edges. And I'm just wiping off any of the extra glue that may be stuck. I think I like that, especially with the overlapping book page. So that's pretty much it. Really simple, really fun and easy. Using some packaging, scraps, book pages, stamps, and creating something really fun, you know. I never did create a closure. I probably should put something here. I might just put like a journal space, but I don't want to take up too much space. I might just put like a circle or something, just to kind of fill in, bridge the gap right there. Stress it. And then we're going to glue this together. But I don't want it too big. So I'll tear this coming down a little bit. put that there, and then the back to it. We're going to add it there. I'm going to use one of these stickers. And it's already sticky, but I still want to make sure it's going to stay. So add some more glitter glue. I'm just going to set this in the center right here. And then I can put a word, and I think that'll kind of solidify what I'm trying to do. So I got my words book, and I'm going to use one of these. I have a book that I made a few years ago that has words in them, and I still need to upgrade it a little bit. But I think I found a word that I like. Vintage. So I went on ahead and distressed it, and I also found some words to put on those clear envelopes. These are from the Life Words Digital Kit on Etsy, the Multimedia Crafts Digital Etsy shop. And I'm going to add those on here. So let me go ahead and put vintage right here first. I like that. So when you open it, it says vintage, and it's not too plain, and that blue actually kind of brings that out, so it works with the little Velcro closure. And I like this plastic because it almost has like a leathery effect, kind of, sort of. But yeah, I like that. I think that works. So there's that. And then we're going to put I think I'm going to put bold on one side. And then hopefully I'll be able to put this word on the other side, love. Hard to get it in there straight. There's that one. I think I'm going to put this on the bottom. And it's an easy fix because I can easily put the other word on the other side. This. snap piece and Sentinel. And this is the trio. You have 3 pockets, or 2 bags and a pocket. Yeah. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos and my blog and my social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.